All right, this video gonna be more than a minute long. I mean, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? You got number 7 Tennessee and number 12 ranked Georgia. And I didn't come over here and I ain't go crazy. I wasn't running. Oh, don't worry about it. I wasn't running. You know what I'm saying? When Georgia got blowed out by Ole Miss and got beat by 55 points, it seemed like Ole Miss came and they had no business. Like I had Ole Miss losing that game, which I had Georgia winning that game 35-31. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, as a religious Georgia fan, I knew this game was gonna be a tough game. I mean, I had 35-31. I thought Georgia was gonna come out, and it looked like Georgia was finna come out here and blow Ole Miss out. Literally, first possession, Ole Miss Jackson Dart throw interception. Georgia come back, score, go up 7-0. Then Jackson Dart, he goes out. Well, Fredman, Austin Simmons, or whatever his name is, comes in. And he just doggone looked like he was he looked like Carson Beck should be looking like, man. Like he came out here, was in full control of the offense and just sliced Georgia defense up. And they tied the game up. Then it was like, which is, I didn't even make a reaction video on it because I cared, don't get me wrong. But I knew, like, this game isn't the game. Now, if Georgia comes out here and do the same thing versus Tennessee, they get smacked by Tennessee or lose Tennessee, oh, yeah, that reaction video coming for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely coming because that means Georgia's season is over with. Like, Georgia would need, like, everybody else to lose 3 games, basically, to get in the playoffs, 2 or 3 games to get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I didn't even make a reaction video to that game, the Ole Miss game. I had went to Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? And ate out, you know what I'm saying, without beat. I ain't even kill no more, man. But I cared. Don't get me wrong. But I said, like, I knew there was a possibility with the way the Florida game happened. And Florida was pressing and Carson Beck. And then the rain didn't make it no better. I ain't gonna make excuses about the rain. Because Ole Miss, they didn't have a problem with the rain. You know what I'm saying? They was catching passes. I mean, what got it, I mean, the fumbles, of course, hurt. I mean, Georgia fumbled the ball like 8 times, it seemed like. And of course, Carson threw an interception. I mean, it was just a horrible game. And it seemed like Ole Miss could have scored 50 points. And if it weren't for Georgia defense being, at least somewhat good, you know what I'm saying, Ole Miss could have scored 50. I mean, they got in the red zone 7 times. I mean, yeah. But I will say this though, like Georgia, I mean, I don't like, the season ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it what it is about that win. I mean, shout out to Ole Miss. Like I said, I had Georgia win that game 35-31. So I knew that game was gonna be tough. But I didn't know Ole Miss was gonna smack Georgia by 40 points, it seemed like. And Princely, you mind what his name is, the Florida transfer, man, he had himself a day. I mean, he made Ernest Green, which is Ernest Green, like, I ain't come here to bash nobody. I just suggest a score prediction for the Tennessee game. But dog, like, Ernest Green, he gotta be hurt. Cause like, oh my goodness, like, he been getting beat all season, but like, he gave up like 10 pressures and like 5 quarterbacks hits and like 3 sacks. So I'm like, I don't even know. But it's like, and Carson Beck, he fumbling the ball. Nate Frazier fumbled the ball when it looked like Georgia's finna come back and you know what I'm saying, and win the game. I think it was 10-22. Georgia could have made it 17-22 or whatever. And Nate Frazier fumbled the ball at like the 35-yard line. It was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It was, he fumbled the ball at Ole Miss 35, and it was just up. It was a wrap then. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, enough of that Ole Miss game. Alabama, they smoked LSU. I had LSU winning that game, but I was wrong on that one. And I don't even talk about that. But like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, this game is for the Tennessee Georgia game at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Tennessee could very well win this game. Given the fact that Georgia defense, they give up some big plays. They can give up some big plays. And Tennessee wide receivers, they get open. It's on Nico. It's just Nico missed the throw. Like if he put too much on it, or like you know what I'm saying, or it be underthrown sometimes because he put too much on it, so he tried to underthrow it. And Tennessee, like I say, Tennessee, though Dylan Sampson, he very good running back. Can very well win the game. Tennessee can. I'm not gonna come in and say, oh yeah, Georgia, no way. Tennessee has no chance. I mean, like I say, Georgia's a very beatable team. Very beatable. Definitely right now. Well, everybody's beatable, but you know what I'm saying? But Georgia right now is vulnerable and semi-broken. Now, they lose this game, they broken for sure. But they semi-broken. Like, if Georgia, this game is like 73, 76 at halftime. Georgia can't get nothing going on offense. I don't know if you turn the gun or Stockton or whoever, but night game in Athens. No, Georgia should come out smoking, man. Definitely an elimination game. Like everybody know this is an elimination game. It's not an elimination game for Tennessee, kinda, but this is 100%, 100 guaranteed. I ain't gonna say guaranteed, but it's 110% elimination game for Georgia. Definitely with Alabama, Ole Miss beating them, and Tennessee will only have 2 losses still. Yeah, one loss at that point. You know what I'm saying? And Indiana, and Ohio State, and Oregon, and you know what I'm saying? Miami, SMU, or whatever. And it just Georgia needs this game bad. But I think Carson Beck changed the season around with this game right here. Night game in Athens, elimination game for your team. If you don't want it, like you just not the quarterback for Georgia. If Carson Beck struggles this game, granted, I know that the offensive line gotta play better and the wide receivers gotta catch the ball. But man, if this game don't get you going, a night game in Athens, an elimination game, then you just not fit for the. You know what I'm saying? You just not fit for the bright lights. And granted, right now I know he's looking like a 3rd or 4th round pick, and he could come back for a 6th season. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? He could come back. But either way, this game is do or die for Georgia. I didn't want it to be this way, but let's see it. I didn't come out here and spaz out versus Ole Miss loss. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, Georgia could afford to lose that game. Tennessee game is the game. If fans buts about it. This is it. And I think Georgia gets done. I think Georgia comes out. Tennessee play good defense. You know what I'm saying? They got a good, James Pierce Jr., he might have 5 sacks or no sacks this game. Like, this, it's just all to it. It's in the middle. He might have 5. They might line him up on Ernest Green the whole game. Either Ernest Green gonna give up 5 sacks or Ernest Green gonna play the best game in his career this game. I don't know. But I know Tennessee gonna have a game plan. Blitz. Or look like they gonna blitz. But I don't know. If you don't want it, man, it's just one night you. But I will say this, the season's not over with for Georgia at all. I don't know how the Kobe Young situation gonna go. Maybe he able to play this game or something. I don't know. But players gotta step up. Definitely. Defense, D-line gotta take over the game. But I will say this though, man. Alabama and Georgia gonna play for national championship probably. But either way, I'm gonna see at the top. Let me get the score prediction. Give me Georgia 33-17 over Tennessee, man. I think this game with Georgia, you know what I'm saying? They come out smoking on all cylinders, like special teams, defense, and offense. And I think that crowd just take over the game, man. Night game in Athens. The first night game all year for Georgia in Athens. All the other night games have been away. Texas, Kentucky, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We finally get a night game in Athens. So I think that night game just come out and Georgia shows why the atmosphere and why they got the best atmosphere. And I think they take over the game. False starts. You know what I'm saying? Wrong ran routes. You know what I'm saying? O-line getting off the ball late. I think Georgia, like I say, like this game is do or die. I know Kirby Smart. You know, they already rallied the team together, Mike Bobo, and all this Glenn Schumann, all them, you know what I'm saying? O-line coach, everybody, wide receiver coach. I know they all got that plan cooking. Like I said, this game is not do or die for Tennessee. It kind of is, but Tennessee, they just can't. They plan not get blowed out, and they just can't get blowed out. Now Tennessee lose by 30 points or something. No, they gonna hurt their chances, but they keep this game close in the fourth quarter, and they make a mistake or two in the end of the game. Right in the fourth quarter, they still got a chance for the playoffs because they beat Alabama. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, give me Georgia 33-17, man. Go Dogs.